It's been a good week so far for Jimmie Johnson, and Sunday could make his week even better. Hi, I'm Cinesport's Noah Coslov, previewing the Auto Club 400 Sunday afternoon from Fontana with Stephen Levine of Sporting News. Stephen, so right now Jimmie Johnson gets those 25 points back that he was docked, so he's up to 11th in the standings. He loves Fontana. How critical was it for that penalty to be rescinded and for Chad Knaus to be with him at Fontana?
Well, I'm not sure how critical it was. I think Jimmie Johnson was never in danger of missing the chase. And remember, he has won with that Chad Knaus before on previous suspensions. So I don't think it was necessarily critical from a performance point of view. But certainly the 48 team has an extra bounce in their step going to a track where they are already dominant. So the rest of the garage is probably shuddering right now because Jimmie Johnson's just automatic at this place, even without distraction. So, yeah, it's going to be a good Sunday for the 48 team.
It's a 2-mile track at the Auto Club Speedway. As you're watching the race, what do you look for to try to determine whether a driver is going well?
Well, you know, on these downforce style tracks, clean air is so important. If you are out front in clean air, then your car is just connected better to the track because that clean air is pushing down on the nose, what we call downforce, right? So if your driver doesn't necessarily qualify well, look for his crew chief to do what he can to get him out front. Make some strategic calls. Maybe stay out on the track when everybody else pits. Maybe take 2 tires when everybody else takes 4. And beyond that, like it's so many of the tracks we visit on the NASCAR circuit, it's going to come down to how you get through the corners. If you can turn through the center of the corner better than the other guy, then you can get back into that gas sooner and basically elongate the straightaway. So it's handling, getting through the corners.
All right, Stephen, I need a little money in my pocket going into the Final Four, so I need a prediction from you. Who do you like?
Well, you know, first of all, it's Jimmie Johnson to win, place, and show. If you want to look beyond Jimmie Johnson, I mean, why bother? He's got 5 wins here, including his very first Sprint Cup victory ever, an amazing finishing average of 5.1, and to top it all off, it's his home track. Now, if you're playing fantasy and you need a whole roster of guys, look at the Roush Fenway cars. Greg Biffle, Carl Edwards, Matt Kenseth have all won here. Kenseth and Edwards have average finishes of better than 10th. Matt Kenseth has 3 wins here, and look the way he started the season, a win at the Daytona 500 and a runner-up finish at Bristol last weekend. Dark horse pick, consider Clint Bowyer. He's more of a short track kind of guy, but he has 4 top 10s in a row here, 7 top 10s in 11 starts, and Michael Waltrip Racing, his team, announced their presence loud and clear at Bristol last week with 3rd, 4th, and 5th place finishes.
Man, you just gave me way too much to think about. You said Jimmie
Just
Johnson, I was ready to go. All right, then I'll go with that. Stephen Levine of Sporting News. Enjoy the race. Thanks, Stephen.
All right, thank you, Noah.